Hi guys, what's going on? This is Namkraft. Welcome to the Sister Starcraft English commentary, and we will continue on with ASL Season 20 prelims. This is going to be Group 3. Group 3 here, we will have Paralyze and Bisu playing, and actually we will skip the first two sets. Apparently the score is 1-1. The score is 1-1, and Paralyze is very close to getting qualified into the round of 24. He will need to defeat this giant called Bisu, who apparently today is rather highly ranked on the Elo scores. 1392 is his Elo score today. So that's that. Anyhow, the map we're going to be watching this on is going to be Postar, so Metropolis and Radion have already been fielded. I believe Radion is always the first map and Metropolis is always the second map, I think. So PvP is always going to be a coin toss, and as a stronger player like who Bisu is, he is gonna have to scout early. Scouting early is part of a strategy that I often told a term elimination of potential differences in intel early on in the game, which means that you don't want to be surprised by some build that would put the opponent largely ahead of you or put you largely ahead of him, right? You want to have a low risk environment where you would drag the game onto the mid to late game and try to win using your skill, because of course you're the better player. So that is that. So this is why Bisu is scouting rather early, and he's gonna get denied here. In PvP, we all know that Dark Templar is everyone's nightmare. So let's see if that is going to be the case. But for the time being, we are seeing Dragoon range. Looks like Bisu is gonna skip. He's gonna skip Zealot. And this is the right call here because, well, that's not really the right call, but he was just lucky because the opponent is really far from him. So his Dragoon first is going to be able to buy time here. But what is going to be the next move? Looks like we might have Robo follow up now from Paralyze. With the way that that pylon is being placed, I believe Robo is what he will go for. Usually the Protoss players these days put the Robo very close to the ram so that the Reaver, the Observer would come out very, very quickly. And be able to assist you in any kind of battles or any kind of defense against Dark Templar Rush. Looks like it's going to be Bisu who go for Robo first. This is usually the right call in these scenarios because you're the stronger player. You don't want to die to Dark Templar Rush. You want to drag the game on, but in PvP, even a stronger player can lose if the economic difference is large. So you want to kind of be safe, but you don't want to fall behind so much. And it looks like Paralyze will expand. This will be very good for Paralyze if Bisu go for Ops first and cross-spawning position. His Reavers will be way too late, and Binance 3 gate, if not even 4 gate from Paralyze, which is completely overpower Bisu. I think that is something. But of course Bisu might be going for, okay, look at this guys, Paralyze doesn't go for triple gateway, he goes for Robo because he's feared the enemy is going to be going for Dark Templar, a little bit of a slower Dark Templar, maybe. So but that is gonna be helping Bisu a little bit here, because if he goes for Observer, he will see this, and then eventually he's gonna have his Reaver, and his Reaver will be a lot faster than the enemy's Reavers. So I think that is the case. But for now, let's see, what things are happening. By the way, I once again have to apologize because I'm doing other things in the background, so my cast might not be, very much on par. So I hope that's okay. We are seeing what exactly happening now. Alright, looks like Observatory is done and Bisu's gonna expand, but behind this, Paralyze has already finished sending his probes to the mineral line. And he's mining so much faster than Bisu. I think this differential might be too harsh to overcome unless Bisu is able to come back with sheer micro. I mean, this is what the goats are made for, right? They're made to kind of come back from unbelievable situation, because every small engagement that you win brings you a small, tiny amount of advantage. And if you're behind by about 10 supply, if you do 3 good engagement in which you gain a surplus of 3 supply each engagement, eventually you would be able to come back and surpass the other guys in supply. So I mean, I expect no less from a player from Bisu, but Paralyze is looking very good. we are seeing what exactly now. Looks like Paralyze finally has his observer. His reavers will be on par, and you can see for the time being, Bisu's got a lot more supply though, 53 to 54. Even though it's Paralyze who's got the better, the better economy. So we shall see if Bisu is gonna be able to, kind of take advantage of his supply differential. For the time being, observer from Bisu checking for decision. He see double gateway. He see Robo. He will see the Reaver pop now. So that is going to be the problem. Bisu's Reaver is on the ground. He will need to make a shadow. I think he will make a shadow. It looks like Bisu's gonna expand again, or at least get ready to expand. Observer is about to get sniped. Bisu need to pull back. Looks like Paralyze is a bit too slow. Paralyze was a bit too slow to catch this observer, and this observer will escape. No, very close to getting destroyed, but Paralyze was too slow. And as you can see, the machines would do this a lot better compared to the humans. But anyways, we are seeing what exactly now. Looks like the shadow from Bisu is out. His plan is to try to attack before Paralyze has his own shadow and reavers, and Paralyze will have his reaver, but he will not have his shadow. Supply-wise, Bisu is slightly ahead. We're gonna be having engagement. Bisu need to kind of be a little bit on the alert here because okay, there's the reaver from Paralyze. His shadow is going to be, like I mentioned to you, a little bit later, but I think Bisu cannot capitalize on this chance that quickly. And both the players are just for the timing juggling for position. We are seeing what now looks like Bisu's gonna back up. I think he's gonna be going for the harassment. This may be what his reaver is. I don't know. Yes, I think the reaver is flying in right now, and Paralyze is returning. We shall see how much damage he can do. Observer is here to spot. Nicely placed observer. And maybe Bisu is waiting for Shadow with Speed to kick in, and this is a way for him to buy time. And finally, Shadow with Speed kicks in. He's gonna be super careful not to lose. That Shadow has taken a hit already. Any future hit will be devastating. And looks like he's gonna try to come around to the other side. And both the players are juggling for position now. And I feel like even though Paralyze was ahead in base, his economy doesn't seem like it's much better. I'm not so sure, but now Paralyze has got double reavers, and things are looking dangerous. Bisu dive in. This might be a weird situation here because the bulk of Paralyze army is out on the field, which means he might decide to go for the counterattack. Bisu's gotta be super careful. He's gotta go out here, and he gets caught by the Dragoon fire. He pulls back nicely. Then you can still hide behind his mineral as we fly to those areas, so he might want to do that at some point in the future. Yeah, but for the time, he's invested into Shadow with Speed, so he need to use it. What about the... Oh my god, Bisu! He is just treading on a very thin line between life, death, and elimination from ASL S20. He's gonna fly out now. He will take one more hit, but he can still survive for the time being. And both players will move to the mid and officially late game. Is that a City of a Dune? We are gonna be seeing both the players maybe transitioning into the next technical stage development here. This Shadow was from Paralyze, takes some hits, but he's gonna be able to push the Dragoons back. Nicely done. Bisu's gonna be on the grow round. He's gonna have to pull back. His Shadow joins the battle, but looks like Paralyze decided harassment is the key to victory here. He comes through, and okay, looks like Dragoons are in position. Bisu's got he's gonna try to engage on this other side of the map now. He's gonna try to push Paralyze back. Paralyze with a small group is gonna get pushed back. Both players are just maneuvering their armies very, very carefully because you don't want to get stuck, with half of your army fighting the full force of the enemy while the other army is rendered useless somewhere else on this map. And we're gonna be having a surround here. Looks like Bisu is able to push Paralyze back on this front, but Paralyze, I think Paralyze dived through. Where's his Paralyze Shadow? I'm not seeing it. I guess he's not down. The Shadow is here. Maybe this is Shadow. Bisu's gonna get pushed back though. This Shadow from Paralyze is buying time. He comes through once again, but the Observer from Paralyze is being sniped, which means he cannot see. There's gonna be a Reaver, but looks like Bisu's gonna get surrounded from both sides. The rest of the army from Bisu is not here. Bisu's gonna try to fight as much as possible and then retreat. As for Paralyze, he needs to snipe the Shadow so that those Reavers are dead for good. Bisu is gonna have to reinforce from the other side. It looks like Paralyze, double Reavers arrive at just the right moment. He takes a hit though, and both of Bisu's Reavers have been eliminated from the game. Bisu 108 supply, Paralyze 110 supply, and Paralyze keep his Shadow and Reaver. But Bisu has got who's Shadow, who's Reaver? Look at the color. the current commentator need to really change the color because they both have the same color. I cannot see jack crap with this. But anyways, more gateway coming from both sides here, and Paralyze is leading by about 10 supply. I believe that is Bisu's shadows. That is Paralyze shadow. Look at this. Both shadows have exactly the same color. Maybe there's a way to benefit them, but both of the players have shadow with speed. Both of the players have shadow with speed. Bisu has expanded to the 12 o'clock position. He is just praying to God that he's able to hold here because Paralyze clearly has the better army. And reinforcement from Paralyze is looking very, very scary. Bisu's armies is not so large in number. The angle is a lot better for who. Looks like both players are gonna engage now. Bisu is gonna be slightly on the high ground advantage. Looks like the Reaver's gonna get sniped. 3 Reavers, 1 Reaver sniped right away. He's gonna try. Oh, missed shot from Bisu. He's unable to catch that Reaver. The second Reaver is also missed by Bisu. Bisu is missing so many Reavers. He catches the last Reaver, but his infantry is completely destroyed. And he's getting pushed by it, and he has expanded to a base that is so hard to hold. It's so close towards the enemy now. All of these Dragoons gonna get completely wiped out, and Paralyze will force a cancellation on this Nexus. But very, very lucky for Bisu. He didn't actually, finish building it. He can cancel it, but now he's gonna be super careful. The shadow flies through, and Bisu is gonna evacuate his probe. There's Reaver's gonna get a snipe as well. This Nexus will fall though, and the Dragoon's gonna attack. The shadow takes another hit. The Reavers here is gonna get sniped. He need to pick up the shadow. He picks up the Reavers, nicely done. But now he's gonna be on the low ground. The Reavers from Paralyze is going to be doing a lot more shot than Bisu's Reaver, but he gets 2 more Dragoons. The Shadow and the Reaver get sniped, but Bisu is going to get attacked from both sides. He gets the last the Dragoons on the low ground, and now he's on the high ground. He's going to push Paralyze back. Paralyze is going to retreat. Supply-wise, Paralyze ahead by about 10 supply, but Paralyze finally will now take a base. He has not taken a base for a while, and now he's going to put down his Nexus. So the game will go on from there, but nicely done from Bisu to defend that. That was so difficult to defend. Both the players just playing their hearts out, and they are 40, 41 years old, 42 years old nowadays. And it's just really recommendable that these guys are still able to actually micro very hard here. 400 APM for Paralyze. Of course, Paralyze is the younger player. Probes can get transferred towards the new base here, and this Reaver is gonna force. Oh my god, Bisu! Is that a dud? No, it's not a dud, it's a shot. The second one is a dud though. So that's slightly unfortunate, but Bisu's gonna have to hold on this high ground. His probe has been largely pushed back, and he cannot send his army out. And Bisu's Reavers is not in the equation. Bisu's Reavers is all the way down here, and he might be losing this base here. Paralyze has made the right decision, whereas Bisu has made the wrong decision. These Dragoons are gonna get stuck. This is the nightmare of a Protoss player when the Dragoons glitch up into each other like that, like Siamese twins. Anyways, Bisu comes back through, and he's gonna try to do some shots. It looks like Paralyze is not responding. He's gonna respond now, and those are all dud. No, the second one is a dud only. The first one is not a dud. The Shadow's gonna come through once again, and Bisu's base is gone though. That's a problem. Bisu's gonna try to snipe this third base with his Shadow and Reaver. He's gonna try to take some hits on the probes, and he does get a few probes destroyed, but that is going to be the end. The Shadow's gonna try to check out here what is on this other side, and he needs to retreat because Paralyze is on his toe. More Dragoons coming through, and this Shadow cannot come back, and suddenly this next expansion is completely opened. Nice hit on that Dragoon. Yeah, this is what I mentioned. You need to go for the easy target. Looks like both of those Reavers will get trapped now. Not bad, but looks like Bisu has, just died. Bisu's Dragoons, so many Dragoons died there. And he, once again, is on 3 bases. Two bases, keep that in mind. His main is mined out. And Bisu's decided maybe it's going to be the moment to pounce because he's got 4 Reavers. He's got a Shadow with double Reavers. He's got another Shadow with double Reavers there. He's going to try to push these probes back and try to snipe this Nexus slowly. Why try to take that base? The Shadow need to go back. Bisu is able to keep his Shadow, and he will hide here for a while. Thank God, Polestar, you can hide behind the minerals, of the bases for sometimes. This Shadow from Bisu is having the best luck in the world, but at some point, you need to do something else. And now the probe have been, largely allowed to mine. Bisu is going to try to attack with another expansion here. He's got his double, and Reaver's gonna try to snipe these stray units. This is very APM intensive. He will take some hits on the Dragoons. Nicely done. Paralyze is ahead by about 15 supply, almost 20 supply. Bisu is mined out in his main. What are those Reavers doing? He's picking up the Reavers, but a single Reaver from Paralyze will be able to defend this forever. The other Shadow from Bisu is getting trapped in the corner, but Bisu takes several nice hits, but he is not yet expanded. He is still on 2 bases, and now he's gonna join up his double. No! Almost about to die there, but now Bisu's got 4 Reavers. He might win this, but if he's able to play correctly here, but he's gonna get surrounded from both sides. He would come to and try to destroy as many Dragoon as possible, excuse me. He will land his 4 Reavers here, but he's gonna be super careful. It looks like it is going to be Paralyzed with a reinforcement from the right side. Bisu picks up 2 Reavers. He loses another Reaver, so he's gonna try to destroy as many Dragoons as possible. He's gonna be very careful. Both of his Shadow might fall. He might fall. He will take 1 engagement. Looks like Paralyzed get pushed back supply-wise. Bisu is still behind by about 10 supply, but Paralyzed got 2 Reavers, but they don't have Shadow. And what is Bisu's plan here? Because the enemy is mining out of 3 bases. He's gonna try to come in here. He's gonna try to gain the high ground advantage. He can get a high ground advantage, sure. He cannot lay the Reaver just yet. He need to wait. And we need to wait for his enemy's Reaver to fall first. And that Reaver has fallen. Now he can put his Reaver down and try to take some shots. He gets a couple of Dragoons. Paralyze is gonna try to come from the outside. Bisu's army is completely outnumbered. He can get these probes. As I said, retreating would be great. He's gonna be very careful. This base is gone, but Paralyze has been mining it for a while, which means his main base got a few more mineral patches, and he can, try to get some more of that. Anyways, Bisu is still behind by about 10 supplies. Got better micro, I guess, but micro doesn't really. And now Bisu's got 2 more Reavers. Okay, all of a sudden 2 more Reavers appear from nowhere, and Bisu's gonna try to come out here, and Bisu's gonna expand. Is that the right call? I mean, both of these players have traded expansion for a while, for so much now, but now Bisu has got his triple Reavers. This Shadow's gonna fly in because Bisu knows that there might still be some probes in the main, and he's gonna dive through, but he was a few seconds too late. He will take some hits. It will hit, maybe it's just a couple of probes, and Bisu's gonna be waiting. Go towards the left side. Bisu, man, he takes 1 hit, 2 hit, and he's able to escape out. Do we have additional tech from both of these players? I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the Badoon from either players. But anyways, there's gonna be an engagement here. Bisu's got his double Reavers. He's gonna try to take some hits on those Dragoons, and if the game goes on like this, then Bisu will have his 3 bases secured. Looks like this Shadow from who? Oh my god, Paralyze almost about to lose his Shadow here as he comes on the right side, but he's gonna come back on the left side and try to attack. This Nexus takes forever to join the battle. The probes are gonna finally get sent. I think a single pair of Reaver from Bisu's gonna try to hold this horde here. He need to hold. He takes 1 nice hit. The Shadow is so damaged. The Shadow is so damaged. And Bisu need to come down and attack now. He picks up both of his Shadow and Reavers. Looks like Paralyze has got still double Reavers remaining. Bisu's top areas of Dragoons are falling very, very fast as Nexus is gonna have to cancel itself. There's gonna be no way this Nexus is gonna fall. Yeah, Bisu's gonna cancel it. He's gonna cancel it. He's gonna let it live. And that's a mistake. Behind this, Paralyze is expanded. Nicely done. These Reavers are waiting to put some shots into those probes, but not able to do so. Whose Shadow is that? I mean, more Shadows from both players just flying back and forth, but Paralyze is still leading by 20 supply, and Paralyze has got a new base. This new base is almost completed, and Bisu is doomed to fail here. He lost 400 minerals in the form of a Nexus. Anyways, probes gonna get transferred now, and Bisu is completely boxed in. Paralyze might decide to go for the final battle. Looks like double Reavers from Bisu is just trying to hold the fort. The reinforcement from Bisu coming on the other side, and Paralyze. Now Paralyze has 1 chance to do a huge shot, and that is going to be to attack the probe line at the expansion, because this is all of the probes Bisu's got. Bisu's got no other probes anywhere. The main don't have any probes. I mean, a smart player would actually send some of the probes back into the main, because to put them all in the same location like this is very, very risky, especially when your, when your probe is largely being destroyed. And looks like Paralyze is doing the right move. He's just feigning the attack here. He knows that he just needs time to allow his new base to come up, and finally decided to come in here. That's going to be a nice shot. The probes have to be evacuated, and Bisu is not allowed to go out. He cannot go out because the moment he go out, he will die. And looks like that Reaver is unescorted. An unescorted Reaver is going to be destroyed here. It's still alive. It's still damaged, and it's going to be a nice attack. Whose Shadow was that? Oh my god, Bisu's Shadow has been sniped. That is going to be GG for sure, because no Shadow, no Reavers. Bisu's army is completely surrounded from both sides, and Paralyze, ladies and gentlemen, will be qualifying for the next stage of this ASL tournament. Is going to be round of 24. Nicely done. This game was greatly fought by Paralyze. I'm going to put this game in the list of best game for this year, so go ahead and check out the playlist and subscribe, whatever. And more importantly, you can buy me coffee by using the link in the video description. to join the League of, the League of Legend, the League of Goats, the people who have supported me in the last 3 days, who have some kind of nice nice thanks, appreciation for me, like this guy, Mr. Sea Goblin. Thank you very much for your support in the last 30 days, and that's gonna be all. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Bye.